You ever notice how everyone wants the transformation but nobody wants the discomfort? We're out here buying self-help books, watching motivational videos, posting our goals on Instagram like we're about to become a whole new person. And maybe we are, maybe we will. But here's the thing that trips us up every single time. We want the butterfly without the cocoon, the strength without the workout, the wisdom without the failure. We want the lion tattoo without the needle. Welcome to the Metaphor Mindset, where today I'm going to tell you a story that's been sitting in my notes for weeks, gnawing at me, because it captures something so painfully true about human nature that you're either going to love me or hate me by the end of this. Probably both. So there's this old tale, right? Comes from an ancient storyteller whose name has been lost to time but whose words somehow survived centuries of retelling. And it goes like this. There was this guy, let's call him Jack, from a town where getting tattoos was kind of a big deal. Not like today where you can get a butterfly on your ankle or your ex's name crossed out on your forearm. No. In this place, tattoos were symbols of courage, of identity, of who you were at your core. They'd use these needles dipped in indigo ink, and they'd etch these elaborate designs right into your skin. Permanent markers of your journey, your transformation. Now Jack, he'd been watching other people get these tattoos for years. Admiring them, the way the light would catch the designs, how people would carry themselves differently after getting inked. There was this one design in particular that everyone revered, the lion. Symbol of courage, strength, fearlessness, the king of beasts. And Jack thought to himself, that's it. That's what I need. I need to become the lion. So one day he walks into the tattoo artist's shop, chest puffed out, ready to make it happen. The artist, this weathered old guy who'd seen hundreds of people come through his door, looks up from his work and says, "What'll it be?" And Jack, without hesitation, declares, "I want a lion. A roaring, powerful, magnificent lion. Make it fierce. Make it bold. But listen. And here's where it gets good. Don't make it hurt." The artist almost drops his needle. He looks at Jack like he's just asked for fire without heat, rain without water, but he keeps his cool, professional as ever. "All right," he says slowly. "Where do you want this painless lion?" Jack gestures grandly to his shoulders, his back, right here, between my shoulder blades, where everyone can see it, where I can feel it every time I move. The artist shrugs, picks up his needle, gets his indigo ink ready. "Okay then, here we go." He starts with the tail, because that's how you build a lion, right? From back to front, tail to mane. The moment that needle touches Jack's skin, you would have thought someone had set him on fire. Stop! What are you doing to me? Are you trying to kill me?" Jack's practically levitating off the bench. The artist, completely unfazed, says, "I'm drawing the lion. You asked for a lion." Jack, sweating now, breathing heavy. "Yeah, but what part? What are you even doing right now?" The artist replies calmly, "The tail, just the tail." And Jack, this guy who walked in talking about becoming the king of beasts, he looks at the artist with these desperate eyes and says, "Forget the tail. Forget it. Let the lion be tailless. Who needs a tail anyway? Half the cats I know don't even use theirs. Skip it. Move on." The artist pauses, considers this absolute absurdity for a moment, then shrugs again. Fine. He moves to a different spot, starts working on what would be the lion's ear. Another prick of the needle, and Jack's back at it. "Ow!" Okay, what now? What part is this?" The artist, starting to lose his patience just a tiny bit. "The ear." Jack doesn't even hesitate. "No ears. Make it earless. Lions can be deaf, it's fine. It's totally fine. No ears." At this point, you can see where this is going, right? The artist tries one more time, moves to the belly, the strong core of this mighty beast. Same story. Jack feels that needle and immediately, "Nope, no belly. Let it be bellyless. What kind of lion needs a stomach anyway?" And that's when the artist finally loses it. He throws down his needle, looks at Jack with this mixture of frustration and pity, and says, "You're asking me to create something that doesn't exist. A lion with no tail, no ears, no body. Even the universe itself hasn't created such a creature. What you're asking for is impossible. You want the symbol without the sacrifice, the transformation without the discomfort, the identity without the initiation. Now, why am I telling you this story? Because this isn't just about some guy who couldn't handle a tattoo. This is about every single one of us, every single day, in every area of our lives where we want growth but refuse pain. Think about it. How many times have you said you wanted to get in shape but quit the gym after one hard workout because your muscles were sore? How many times have you started therapy, got to that first difficult session where you actually had to confront something real about yourself, and you suddenly found every excuse not to go back? Or what about that business idea, that creative project, that difficult conversation you've been avoiding? We want the outcome so badly, we can visualize it perfectly, but the moment we feel that needle, that discomfort, that vulnerability, we're like, actually, forget it. Let me have a tailless, earless, bellyless version of success. And here's what modern psychology tells us, what neuroscience has proven again and again. Growth only happens at the edge of discomfort. Your brain literally rewires itself through stress and recovery. It's called neuroplasticity. When you're uncomfortable, when you're challenged, when you're feeling that metaphorical needle, that's not a sign that something's wrong. That's the sign that something's working. Your neurons are firing in new patterns, creating new pathways, building new connections. But we've become so addicted to comfort, so allergic to discomfort, that we've forgotten how to sit with it. Think about every superhero origin story you've ever seen. Spider-Man doesn't become Spider-Man by avoiding the radioactive spider. Iron Man doesn't build his suit by staying comfortable in his mansion. The transformation happens in the cave, in the crisis, in the crucible. But we're over here trying to skip the origin story and jump straight to the part where we're saving the world. Doesn't work like that. I see this in my practice all the time. People come in wanting to change their anxiety, their depression, their trauma responses, and they should. These things deserve to be addressed. But then we get to the work, the real work, where you have to actually feel those feelings you've been avoiding, where you have to challenge those thought patterns that have been running your life, where you have to set boundaries with people you love. And suddenly, can we do a version of healing that doesn't involve feeling bad? No, we can't. That's the tailless, earless, bellyless lion. It doesn't exist. Or let's talk about relationships. Everyone wants deep connection, vulnerability, true intimacy. But vulnerability means risk. It means the possibility of rejection. It means showing someone parts of yourself you're not sure they'll accept. So instead, we stay surface level, we ghost people, we keep everyone at arm's length, and then we wonder why we feel so lonely. We wanted the connection without the needle of potential pain. Even on social media, you see it everywhere. People posting their highlight reels, their finished products, their success stories. And that's great, I'm not knocking it. But it creates this illusion that transformation happens overnight, that success is this smooth, painless journey. You don't see the 3 a.m. doubts, the failed attempts, the moments where they almost quit. You don't see the needle, you just see the lion. But here's the thing that gives me hope. Here's what I want you to really hear. Once you understand this principle, once you really get it, it changes everything. Because you stop interpreting discomfort as a stop sign and start recognizing it as a mile marker. Oh, I'm uncomfortable? Good. That means I'm growing. This feels hard? Perfect. That means I'm doing something that matters. The needle hurts? Excellent. That means the lion is taking shape. Some of the most successful people I know have completely reframed their relationship with discomfort. They don't seek it out like masochists, but they don't run from it either. They've learned to say, okay, this is the price of admission. This is the toll on the bridge to where I want to go. And I'm willing to pay it. Not because they're tougher than you or me, but because they've realized there's no shortcut. There's no painless version. There's only the real thing or nothing. And look, I'm not saying you need to white-knuckle your way through unbearable suffering. That's not what this is about. There's smart discomfort and stupid pain, right? If something's genuinely harmful, if a situation is truly toxic, if a relationship is abusive, get out. That's different. But the discomfort of growth, the pain of becoming, the vulnerability of transformation, that's the needle we need to learn to sit with. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one area of your life where you've been asking for a tailless lion. Just one. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's your career, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's something creative you've been putting off. And instead of asking, How can I make this not hurt? Ask yourself, what discomfort am I willing to embrace to get what I actually want? Because that's where the real conversation begins. That's where change starts to happen. The ancient storyteller who first told this tale understood something profound about human nature. We're magnificent at self-deception. We're incredibly talented at wanting the prize without the process. But life, the universe, consciousness itself, whatever you want to call it, doesn't negotiate on this point. The lion comes with a price. The only question is whether you're willing to pay it. So if this story hit you somewhere deep, if it unlocks something you've been avoiding, do me a favor. Hit that like button, ring the notification bell, and share this with someone who's been trying to get a tattoo without a needle. Because the metaphor mindset isn't just about consuming content. It's about actually applying these ancient wisdoms to our modern chaos. And maybe, just maybe, this is the day you stop asking for the tailless lion and start becoming the real thing, one uncomfortable needle prick at a time.